While building GTME, what is that you're the most proud of?
I automated myself out of this job. The infra I put together is strong enough that now we can onboard other GTM engineers with different levels of understanding of the tech, and they can be learning while the tool is working because the infrastructure is solid. Hi, I'm Bruno. I am the director of go-to-market engineering at XBOW. XBOW is an AI cybersecurity company that specializes in simulating real attacks to find and validate vulnerabilities in applications autonomously. Where I'm from, it's a very poor area in Brazil. I am from one of the few families that actually made it out of that poverty cycle. And when I got to college, my story is the first off.
I saw the resourcefulness coming through in the book that you've authored and published.
And that's how the book came to be. So I definitely wanted to understand what was happening to me and how that could be applied to others so that it's not the lucky ones that get out. It's actually an infrastructure that elevates the majority of the people.
And then you continued the pioneering streak. Go-to-market engineering is so new. What is your non-tech explanation of what the job actually entails?
I tell people, I am IT, but for sales and marketing. The whole GTME is actually combining different tools. So on the left, what we have is the do and tell, which is the most broad one that you can ask any questions in natural language. We are running community listening. Marketing also leverages this tool to create content, and they control the voices and personas over here as well for what they want to create. On the left-hand side, we have several other tools that we run as well. Proof of value, for example, we have a board, the timeline, the status of those, and everything that you see here is actually available to you in Slack as well. We will still utilize tools like rocks that are solving problems that we want to solve, but we don't have the time, the effort, or the same focus. You are doing, for example, is much better than what I can do in-house. So there's no reason for me to go and reinvent the wheel. Rocks is incredible because Rocks is solving prospecting for us in a way that we could not solve ourselves. Rocks makes it so simple for us to, with natural language, I can specify who I want to target, and I can, as a seller, make that as broad as anybody or as specific as people in my account only if I want to multi-thread, for example. I think that what Rocks is doing is exactly what we were trying to build with our BDR teams, in part with the AEs as well, where they become agent managers more than they become anything else.
You guys are very smart when we did the onboarding. We want to see outcomes moving. So I remember that the one that we drove towards were actually meetings landing on people's calendars.
I kept on thinking okay, now this is the limit. This is not going to be possible. No, it was. And then we saw the meetings coming, and then that led me to understand, okay, I actually don't need to be working on my internal prospecting tool or anything like that, because this is it. I can't find a limit that justifies my time being spent building something. It's there, it's Rocks.
So when you're building something brand new, there are always things that you hold on to that you look around that you become very proud of, that give you the confidence to go no, this is the way. While building GTME, what is the one or two things that you're the most proud of?
I automated myself out of this job. So the infra I put together is strong enough that now we can onboard other GTM engineers with different levels of understanding of the tech and the deployment cycle, and they can be learning while the tool is working, and they can actually ship features on the tool and not break the tool because the infrastructure is solid.
And then you continue the pioneering streak by deciding to come to the US. So how did that one come about?
I actually taught for 5 years. That's how I met my wife. She's American. Our first date, I didn't speak any English, and I reversed throughout the day. For that night, I told her, I hope you rest in peace. And that was our first date.
Wonderful.
Because she's from here, we decided that we wanted to move back.
What advice would you have for go-to-market engineers?
Understand your audience. First, talk to them and figure out what they're saying. Then understand the questions behind the questions. So when you do it a third time, you know where they're going without them saying. Because if you start there, you know exactly what to automate next and where to actually put AI in place as well.
In a world of AI agents, basically, pay more attention to humans.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.